Greetings to our melanated people all around the world. It's really a joy, it's a blessing, it's an honor to be out here in nature and bringing a message of emancipation to you, a message that will set you free, because it's a message that our ancestors wanted for us to vibrate on the right frequency, and knowing that everything is just energy. That's the reason why our ancestors always teach us to know ourselves, know who we are. And because of that, I want to tell you about our loving ancestor by the name of Abdullah, who was Neville Goddard's mentor, who taught him the law of consciousness. And many today are teaching the message of Neville Goddard in many different ways, even though some are not mentioning anything about Neville Goddard and Abdullah. That's the reason why I want to speak to you concerning Abdullah, which is my ancestor, and Abraham-Hicks. Okay, now, when we listen to Abdullah, through listening to Neville Goddard, because everything that Neville Goddard is teaching, they were the lectures of Abdullah that he just reiterating to us, because before he met Abdullah, he was only a dancer. Okay? And so many over the years, before there was even the internet, they had records and tapes and so on of Neville Goddard, where he was speaking about this black mystic from Ethiopia who teach him all of these things and this law of consciousness. And so we have all these different people who are teaching the same law of consciousness from a different angle, and many are failing to speak of it strictly from the Bible, because I guess some of them do not want to sound too religious, and some also do not want people who look like me to come to realize that the Bible was used to keep them in mental slavery. So yes, concerning Abraham-Hicks, Abraham-Hicks always speaking about going into the vortex and going into the vortex and so on. And to be honest with you, I've never really resonated so much with the way how she's bringing the message across. But one thing I know for sure, what she's bringing across to the people is the same exact thing that was taught to Neville Goddard by our ancestor Abdullah. So basically, if you do not understand everything that she's saying, one thing I want you to know, that you must not get caught up with all the different sayings, like going into the vortex and there's entity coming to her name and name Abraham and all of these kind of spook things that my song spooky to you. Okay? Because I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm not here to put things right and wrong or anything like that. I'm just here to show you that many are teaching the same message, okay, but they're just bringing it across a different way. Okay, so as I continue speaking about these different speakers or these different teachers and lecturers, one of the reasons why I'm doing it is because when you check out the comment section, there's a lot of people who just be commenting and saying that after they found Neville, they realize that some of these people, they are almost like hawks to them. It's like they've been keeping back something from them. It's like as if they wasn't telling them all the truth. There are many people who would have even read The Secret and listen to Law of Attraction and the teaching and so on, and been following it for years. And when they found Neville and read Neville's work, which is basically Abdullah's work, which is our ancestor, many of them come to realize that it's more simple than what these teachers are trying to make it. So my purpose here is not to call out anyone or to say anyone is fraud or anything, because there are people who try to accuse some of these people to say like they are fraudulent and so on and all of that. But no, I'm saying it's just the same message. They just choose to bring it across that way. So Abraham-Hicks might choose, Abraham-Hicks or Esther Hicks or whatever her name is, might choose to bring it across that way. Okay? Bruce Lipton might choose to bring it across another way. Joe Dispenza, and those are people who I make video about too, who teach the same message. It's the message of self-realization, self-consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Self-awareness, self-revelation, self-knowledge. Our ancestors have always been teaching this. But it was taken away. The knowledge was taken away from us through Christianity or through religion. In my case, it would have been Christianity. So everything was stolen from a people, and this is the right time for these people to grab a hold of what was basically stolen from them and discover their true spirituality, discover their true divinity, believing in a God that is within themselves and not a God that is outside of themselves. Because the same people who are claiming to teach the law of consciousness are the same people who teach you how to believe in a God outside of yourself. The same people who teach you to believe in Jesus Christ. The same people who paint a white image and give you that white image to bow down to. And many of our people are still bowing down to that white idol. Many of our people still saying that the white man is their God by the action, by their belief system, by their going to church and calling on Jesus Christ, when the image of Jesus Christ was never given to them to look like them. The Chinese believe in Buddha and Buddha looks like them. All the other races of the world, whatever God they believe in, the God look like them, exactly like them. So they're believing in their image and their likeness. The only ones that do not believe in their own image and likeness, it seems to be people of our complexion, black people. So I'm shouting out all my people out there. I'm telling them of a man named Abdullah, who was the mentor of Neville Goddard and teach him the law of consciousness. A black man, the black mystic from Ethiopia. Okay? So, with all of that being said, my brother and my sister, I'm saying to you that there are many voices out there. Okay, but you have to know who is your teacher. You have to know which message you are resonating with. You have to know who you've been attracted to be your teacher, to lead you and to guide you, because the real teacher is within. That's why I always point you to look within. I do not point you to look to a religion. I do not point you to look to a certain denomination. All I'm saying to you is you have to learn to believe in yourself. You have to learn to believe in the God that is within you. You have to trust the God that is within you. And that's the only how you will be able to create your reality consciously. Everything that Abraham Hicks is teaching about manifesting your desire and improving your life is basically what Abdullah taught Neville Goddard in the time of depression. When he wanted was to travel to go to Barbados, all of these things. And Neville Goddard's family empire is standing even today as I speak in my country. I can go to all of the different businesses and point them out to you and show you these businesses and show you the first one that was in my island, in this Caribbean island. That was called Goddard and Sons, but it have a change of name now. And many of the young generation will never know that. But we are here to make people more aware. And wherever you are around the world, and you are a student of Neville Goddard, or a student of Abdullah, or whoever, but if you've been studying the message of Neville Goddard and believing the message or the lectures of Neville Goddard, I'm saying to you, we know about the Goddards long time, but we didn't know the whole history behind the whole Goddards. We knew that their business was based from Barbados and so on, and they had all these businesses in the islands. That's why many times you will hear Neville even mention the name of my country, which is Simmons and the Grenadines, and talk about Trinidad and St. Lucia and Grenada and the other islands. Even when they had the court case, and they take all the things and put them in the ship and they were selling them to the islands. So they have businesses down here. So basically, my brother and my sisters, is the one and same message. It's the one and same message. And I'm saying to you, it's time for us to wake up. And it's time for us to listen to our true master teachers. And it's time for us to listen to our ascended ones. And it's time for us to honor our ancestors and believe the truth that our ancestors have been bringing across to us for many years. It's time for us to wake up. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I hope what I said makes sense to you. And I hope what I'm saying, that it is resonating with you. All I am saying, all these other people who's out there teaching all of these things concerning law of attraction and how to better your life and how to uplift yourself and how to have that which you want and have that which you so desire and so on, is that many of them are evading the real thing by teaching you that all of this is written in the Bible, but you have to interpret the Bible psychologically and not literal or as secular history. Because most black people that I know of, they believe that the Bible is literal and they believe that the Bible is secular history. And when they believe that, it equals stupidity. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I want to thank you very much, and I want to encourage those of you whom this message have been resonating with to like, subscribe, comment, and do not forget to check out my description below and the link that is there also. And I want to encourage you also to share this message. Now with that being said, I want to now give you the sign of enlightenment, of which Matthew 6:22 encourages you that if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. And I would have had that experience, and I'm saying to you, when you have that experience, you come to realize the single eye message of self-realization, and realize that if your eye truly be single, that your whole body be full of light. And when your body is full of light, you come to realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N. You come to also realize that it is the dawning of a new day in your life. And without the sun, there is no life and there is no light. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. And that the sun parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun. And we are the people of the sun. Therefore, let us continue to honor our ancestors by learning to use our mind power to achieve our every desire. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you, I'm out, know thyself.